Women like straight shooters. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, with me, they knew what I was about. They love a man that just be a man. They love a man that's gonna walk his walk. It's not confidence. They like it. So when one of the brothers said, well, Kush, your experiences are unique. I'm like, they don't have to be. My experiences are unique because I just don't care. I want to talk about a conversation that I had in my community at the gym with a dating coach and 3 other brothers, all of them under 40, all of them mid-30s, right? And I want to make sure I say it correctly because a few of those brothers are actually subscribed to the channel, so I don't want to misrepresent what they said. But what I found interesting is that 3 of the brothers struggle in dating. The dating coach says he has a woman, right? Of course, the topic went into confidence at some point, but I want to, before I get into confidence, let me just say that I think a lot of you brothers overthink things. I get it. We in a strange world. Everything is about social economics, you know what I'm saying? Everything is about what you bring to the table. And as I listened, I could not relate to none of their experiences with women. And mainly because I never approach women the same way. Like these brothers were saying, well, I'm just looking for one chick, you know what I'm saying, and get it. I never thought that way. I was never looking for one chick to date. I never thought that way, right? I never wanted to be married. I never wanted kids, you know what I'm saying? I never wanted kids. I got, what, 5 of them? And 4 grandchildren. I never wanted to be married. I've been married 26, 27 years. And that's after coming out of an 8-year polygynous relationship with 4 other women, right? With 4 women. So, I mean, I never wanted any of these things, but I had these things because I just allowed things to progress organically. I never went in looking for nothing. And I think part of the problem is that there's a fact about universal law that we don't understand. And that's the universal law of resistance. The harder you push, the more resistance you get. That's just the universal law of nature, people. Think about the air. You could do this here all day, right? Now imagine you on a motorcycle, a real motorcycle, and you up to 150, 160 miles per hour, right? You ducked under the shield, you up, and you pick your body straight up. What's gonna happen? The wind is gonna take you clean off that bike. Because at that moment, you are slamming into the air with that amount of force, so the air is gonna resist you with equal force. It's the same with water. If you take your hand and run it through water, you can pick it up, the water run all through your hands and everything. But if you take and you slam your hand on that water with everything you got, you're gonna hurt your hand. And the more force you can provide to slam your hand against that water, the more damage that water is going to do to your hand at impact. Because there's a natural law at play here of resistance. If you go at a woman and you have this energy that you're really pushing up on her, she is going to resist that. Now you might think, but the dudes that be smashing, they be pushing up on them to have sex, they don't resist that. Yeah, because here's the difference. And that's a good point. Whoever thought of that, you're a bright young man. But here's the difference. Sex and marriage are 2 different things. I know y'all don't want to hear this in the red pill type of ideology, but you got to understand, playing around and just having fun with you and actually trying to get with you and marry you is 2 different things. A woman is not thinking about long term when she meets you. Although I know some of these women talk like that, but if you think about it, the women that talk like that, let's reverse the coin, my brothers. Let me do something on the other side. Let's take the women from the feminist perspective, from the sisterhood or womanism. All the women that talk like they looking for a Mr. Right are single. Why? Because they're going into every situation like they interviewing a man, like they running off a checklist of a man. And by natural design, men reject that. They reject it. They don't want to deal with that. So the kinds of men that she might like, they feel that energy and they resist it, because it's what you naturally do when somebody is pushing up on you a little bit too hard and fast. Wanting to get in your pants. Some women see that as being too much too fast too. Don't get it twisted. But some women are more comfortable with that than you asking for a hand in marriage a week after you meet. She might not mind you asking to hit, but they will mind you asking to get married. Now I know some of you dudes gonna be like, man, what kind of woman is that? I'm just telling y'all, it's different. You know, playing with you is just not the same as planning out your whole life with somebody, my brother. And when you're pushing up on somebody with that type of energy, they have a natural resistance to it. And I think this is the mistake a lot of y'all are making. Y'all not learning from the female counterparts, because every woman out there that talks like she's a good chick and she can't find Mr. Right, and why she can't find Mr. Right, I'm telling you what they're doing. They're pushing too hard. You gotta meet people in the now, in the space that you're in, and just let things progress organically. Just let it progress. Don't try to force anything. Don't try to make anything happen. Just let things progress organically. And it's gonna end up wherever it's gonna end up, it's gonna end up there. Sometimes it don't end up anywhere. Y'all might see each other for a week or two and that's it. Sometimes you might only have a few conversations, never see each other again. Sometimes you might date and have sex a few times and then fade off. Wherever it's going to go, it's going to go. But the thing is, you have to accept the noun of it. And I think that's part of the problem. You can't meet no stranger making plans for that stranger already. You can't do that. It's a bad energy, and their natural instincts is going to be to avoid that, right? I don't want to say it comes across clingy or needy. I don't want to put a label on it. I'm just telling you about universal law design. They're going to resist that. And that goes to the part I think y'all overthinking. I think y'all want too much too fast. You know what I'm saying? You got to slow down. I flirt with women in the space that we're in, right? In the now. So when I meet a chick, it's all about right now. You know, I'm talking to her right now. If the conversation is going well, then we might exchange numbers. But I'm not just going at her, you know what I'm saying, fast. Because a lot of times, if you think about back in the days when you used to go at people and just get their number, how many of them people you actually got with later on? Very few. How many chicks that you just met like walking by somewhere, you know, oh, what's your name, you know, damn, let me get your number and give you a call. You get the number. How many of them women have you actually called, and how many of them, if you called them, did you actually get with? Very, very, very few. Because you don't have time to build anything in that quick time of space, right? So it's good to meet people in social environments and deal with the now. If you could talk for 25, 30 minutes, then you could probably see each other on a date, right? Then you probably could set up an exclusive date for each other. And because at this point, you know y'all can at least get along for a certain amount of time. And you let it go from there, you know what I mean? Next time you meet, you know, you hang out, you have a good night, and before you know it, you're in a bedroom somewhere. I mean, you know, I'm just saying. And I don't want to say that everything should be about sex, but I'm just saying it damn sure should not be about getting married as soon as you meet somebody. That's what it should not be about. And I think y'all got to change that energy. You know what I'm saying? You got to let things get to that point organically. You know, now as far as the confidence thing goes, this what the dating coach was talking about, right? I mean, he had the demeanor of a straight buster. I mean, it's amazing, you know. I mean, it's weird. I mean, look, I would never advise no man to take advice from a dude that looked like that. He wasn't a bad looking brother either, but he was no match for the other brothers. And his demeanor was softer, you know what I'm saying? He had almost a scary, soft, timid demeanor. But he says he has confidence. He says he's brimming with confidence. I don't know. I'm not one to judge. But he was listening to me recount some of my activities, right? And he's saying, but see, you have a lot of confidence. I say, bro, I don't have a lot of confidence. I just never cared. There is a difference. It's not like I'm just dripping with confidence, exuding confidence. It's just that I really just didn't care. Now, when you talk about confidence, these words are you know, they're used in a lot of connotative ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an insecure dude, if that's what you mean. I don't think that I need to tiptoe around nobody, but part of that is that really I just don't care. Before I had the experiences that I had with women, I had my philosophy. Think about it. Before I had all of these experiences with all of these women, I had a certain way that I was. And it's the way that I was that allowed me to get these women. And I'm telling you, it had nothing to do with confidence. It was not like I just knew I can get any woman I shot at. I just didn't care. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, if I seen a woman that I was attracted to, I tried. It was just that. I tried. But the thing about the confidence and the reason why I was trying to explain to this dating coach that this concept is a myth is because I've had a lot of women flirt with me that I've never said a word to. I've had on multiple occasions where women have seen me and decided that they wanted to talk to me, that they wanted to get to know me. This got nothing to do with confidence. I'm chilling, not saying a word. I'm solo. I'm not talking to nobody. I'm in a spot, just relaxing, you know what I'm saying, enjoying the live entertainment or whatever. And I've had many times women have come to me and started up a conversation. So, and black women, I've had sisters do this. But this was years ago when sisters probably were a little different, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. But I've had black women do this. So my point is, I don't really know if this whole thing is really about confidence. I will say that it has a degree to do with fear. That fear is a factor. But confidence, I'm not sure if confidence is really is how I will word it. You just gotta stop being afraid. You see something you like, you go talk to it. I mean, that was literally my only thoughts. It was never like, oh man, I got this. It was never like that with me. It's just like, oh man, that girl looks good. And I'll go over there. And that was it. That was as far as my mind went. I didn't look at her like, oh man, how she dressed. Man, she got money. I'm not gonna be able to get her. Oh man, she's clean. You know what I'm saying? I mean, none of that factored in. None of that. Because first of all, if she don't look like she has something going on, I'm not gonna talk to her. I don't walk up to no chick with no slippers on, no damn bonnet on her head. That's not my type of woman. You know what I'm saying? So you know, she gotta be clean for me to even be attracted to her. You know what I'm saying? So every woman I see looks like $1 million anyway, because that's what I like. This is what I'm attracted to. So when I see these women, I don't have any other thoughts that go through my mind other than, oh man, that chick look good. Pew! And I'm over there. Man, look, if I get shot down, she shoot me down, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna lose no sleep over it, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know if this is confidence. So what the dating coach said, well, you would go over there and talk to the chick, right? I said I would. He said, well, that's confidence, bro. He said, that's a lot of confidence. I said, it's not confidence because I'm not sure I can get her. I'm just going to talk to her, you know what I'm saying? It's not confidence. I mean, see these words, we're trying to put words on top of things that are not physical. What's going on inside my head is not a physical thing. My core philosophies, my innate characteristics, these are not physical things. So it's hard to put a label on top of it. All I can do is tell you how I actually feel on the inside. And what goes on inside my body is, I see a woman that I find attractive and I go try to talk to her. I have no guarantees in my mind whatsoever. I haven't convinced myself of anything. I just go try to talk to her. And I mean, if she shoots me down, I get shot down, but I just go try to talk to her. So I think this word confidence is greatly overrated. I don't think this has anything to do with confidence. I think it's just fear. You cannot go at a woman timidly, right? Like I told the story, right? And I've done this on multiple occasions, actually. I've actually walked up to chicks at like bars. I don't really drink, so it was never nothing expensive, but I've walked up to chicks at like a bar inside of a club and say, "Why don't you want to buy me a drink, boo?"
What?
Serious. And you know, of course, the chicks all look like, huh? So, man, buy a nigga a drink. You know what I'm saying? You looking like, huh? Buy a nigga a drink. Okay, boy, what you want? You could say that that's confidence. I don't really know if I would call that confidence, you know what I'm saying? Bold, you know what I'm saying? Nigga got some stones, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I would call it all that, but I'm just not afraid. I see a woman I like and I just take whatever opportunity that's presenting itself to talk to her. So I'm just saying, I think a lot of this stuff is in y'all heads and y'all running the women off with your energy, right? And that brings me to my last point, the good guy energy. There's this saying about good guys finish last and all that stuff. And I've said many times that most of the women I know that have been beat up and abused have been done dirty by so-called good guys. I think we have a natural skepticism towards people that try too hard to present themselves in a good light, right? No, I know what? I'm one of the best dudes in the world, and I really believe that because I'm loyal to a fault. You know what I'm saying? If I ride with you, I'm gonna ride with you till the wheels come off. But I'm not out there trying to sell myself to people. So you won't know how good of a person I am until we get to know each other. Because I ain't trying to convince you that I'm a nice man. I don't really care if you think I'm nice or not. So once again, we going back to just, I just don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very kind-hearted dude. I'm a very giving dude. I mean, my track record speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? My track record speaks for itself, you know? But when I meet people, I'm not trying to advertise my kindness or my goodness. That's not on advertise. And I think a lot of times if you brothers try to present yourselves as being these types of men, women see that as being phony. Because you don't know this chick. You don't need to convince her that you're a good man. What you need to be trying to convince her of that you could pound that ass out. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to be trying to convince her. Because that's all I'm trying to persuade them on. I'm trying to let them know I'm about to hit it right. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get your back blowed out, baby. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? All that other stuff is going to come later. It's going to progress to the point of where it is on its own, organically. But I'm not trying to sell myself to no woman as a good guy, although I'm a very good dude. You know, I'm a dude of high principle, high standards, high morals. But I mean, I'm not trying to sell that to a strange woman. I'm trying to get in her pants.
What?
Now, I know a lot of y'all don't like that, but that's one of the reasons why men like me are married, and one of the reasons why men like me have had so many women, because we wasn't looking for anything other than the right now. And our energy wasn't trying to be Mr. Smooth and Suave and try to relax it, because see, women start thinking that you're trying to tear down their defenses. So their defenses come up higher. Remember the universal law of resistance. If she feels like you're trying to disarm her, she's gonna rearm herself even more. So, you know, with a man like me, I'm not trying to disarm him, I'm trying to disrobe him. You know what I'm saying? You know? So, I mean, they see what I'm about. Now, they could put up resistance to that too, but at least they know exactly my game. So they're not tripping off me. Even if they're not going for it, they're not tripping off me because they know my game. I mean, think about all you bad boys out there that can relate to what I'm saying. Think about how many women you've shot on, but you trying to smash them up ASAP, and they just giggling down laughing at you, but they never give it to you. You never get it, but they just laughing their ass off at you, enjoying every moment of you trying your ass off, and she enjoying it. She giggling and laughing while you doing what you do, saying the stuff you say, and she just eating it all up, having fun, but she never give in. Now, to you red pill dudes, y'all would say, well, that's a waste of time. I wouldn't do that. It's not a waste of time. Because in reality, bruh, you had a good time. She had a good time, you had a good time. See, this is this whole DMX, what your niggas want from a, you know what I'm saying? What y'all want? She had a good time, I blazed you, you blazed me, what? You know what I'm saying? You know, look, we had a good time. If she had a good time and I had a good time, whether it turned sexual or not doesn't really matter. We both walked away, each having had a good interaction with the other person. That is a win, my brothers. And that's how I live. If that's all I'm gonna get in this interaction or this dealing with this woman, I'm satisfied. I'm cool. I mean, sometimes you see them again, you do it all over again. Sometimes you repeat that thing 20, 30 times, and then finally, out of the blue, she decided to go with you. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's going on in somebody else's life. Sometimes these women really just trying to, you know, they trying to invest in a different dude at the moment, you know what I'm saying? You just never really know. You can't take everything personal because you never really know what's going on her end. And men like me don't really ask because I'm in the now. I'm in the now. So the more you try to disarm and relax a woman with a good guy demeanor, I think that's starting to have an opposite effect because a lot of these women are getting shot by good guys. They're getting beat up by good guys. I mean, the Pookies and stuff, they've been violent. You know what I'm saying? Them little mofos out in the hood, they've been violent. But now these women are starting to get, there's no safety in the good guy anymore. In fact, the good guy often or not will turn out to be some kind of psychopath. So these women have these instinctive defenses against that. Against any man that's trying to disarm them, trying to get them to take down their guards. See, a man like me, I'm not trying to get a woman to take down her guards. I ain't trying to get nothing out of her. I ain't trying to relax her. I'm just trying to, you know, see how flexible she is when I bend her over, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to see. And I mean, that's the extent of it, you know? And if she wants more or whatever, we'll let it grow from there, but I'm not pushing up on women to try to get women to like me or to see me in any type of light, because I really don't care how they see me. I'm not trying to sell myself to anybody. So I think that from what I heard today, I think these are parts of the problems that I heard. What I heard is too much effort. First of all, too concerned with like social economics, right? A lot of these brothers, you know, two of the brothers expressed that these women have so many high aspirations. They're looking for men that got this, that got that. And I'd say, but brother, there are women in every economic, every income class. There are women. Not every woman is concerned with that, because if that was the truth, we wouldn't see all these people walking around in the gym right now in couples. I mean, as we talking, we probably had 30, 40 couples came to the gym. But I mean, some of them women were fine, camel toes all over the place, walking with their man. So if income was everything, you wouldn't see women in this income bracket, because we ain't rich. It's a nice, it looks like we rich. You know, so the community looks rich, but we ain't rich. So, you know, women wouldn't be dating men in this income bracket if they wanted men of higher means. They wouldn't be here. So it's not true. So I heard too much concern with social economics. We don't realize that women not really marry men based on money. It's a myth. It's no truth to it. Number two, I heard too much about trying to be too good, monogamous, you know. I'm like, bro, you don't even know this chick. You don't owe her monogamy. You don't even know her. You don't owe her you at all. First of all, you don't owe no woman you, period. I don't care if y'all been together 1,000 years. You don't owe nobody you, because you belongs to Allah. You're a child of God. You're not her child. So you don't owe nobody you. But if you just meet a woman, you don't have to show her anything to sell yourself to this woman. Don't do that. So I heard too much of that, trying to sell yourself to women, right? And I heard desperation. I heard, I want to get married. I want one woman. Nah, you can't want nothing, bro. You cannot want nothing. You cannot want anything. And you know, the last thing that I didn't hear that I try to convey is that I don't hear enough talk about the nature of women. The dating coach was talking about, you know, man gotta be successful, gotta have, I said, man, that's not true. That's not true. I said, I came out the penitentiary with nothing, and I was meeting women standing in the bus stop. So he jumped on the penitentiary thing. And see, this is a mistake he made. Because see, this is a mistake a lot of y'all make with this Pookie hatred. He jumped on, he honed it on that, said, but see, that's some kind of fetish for women. That's some kind of kink for women. They like the dude coming out of prison. I said, hold on, bro. I said 99% of the women that I've messed with since coming home didn't even know I was in prison. I said, this is not like this is something I'm walking around with a badge on my body, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they didn't even know that. By the time they learned about that, it was too late. Didn't even, so you can't say it's about prison because they don't even know that. It's not like I'm wearing it on my sleeve. It's not like I'm, oh man, you know I was in jail. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. So, but this is another myth that a lot of these types of brothers hone in on. But my point to that was, he was saying how you have to have something to get a woman. I was saying not true. Because it is the woman's nature. And all you red pill dudes are Christians to some degree. Don't your Bible say that she is your helpmeet? It is her nature to take care of you. It is her nature to see to it that you are good. See, we take care of each other in different ways. The way that women take care of us is not the way that we take care of them. And that's the mistake y'all make. Y'all trying to be the woman and the man in the relationship. That ain't how that go. A woman's nature is to take care of a man. It is to be your assistant, to be your aide, to be your helper. So you put them in that capacity. When you meet them, you put them in it. We don't put women in their nature. What we're trying to do is fix it so that she don't have no role. You gotta let her be a woman. Put her in her nature. Give her something to do to take care of you. Y'all wanna rub her feet, rub her back. Nah, tell her to put her hands on you. Rub you down. Y'all wanna kiss on her body and go down and eat her out. Nah, let her kiss on you and go down and suck you off. What? Y'all gotta let these women be in their nature. Let them please you. Let them take care of you. Let them soothe you. Stop trying to do everything. And this is some of the stuff I just picked up on in this conversation. I wanted to come here and drop a video on it because I thought it was interesting, you know what I'm saying? But we got to get away from these concepts, you know what I'm saying? This confidence thing is overrated, if not a myth. The good guy thing is overrated, if not a myth, because what it really is fear masquerading as being a good guy. And what you don't know, what you consequently do is you give the energy that you have something up your sleeve. Nobody wants to be disarmed. No woman wants, women like straight shooters. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, with me, they knew what I was about. Women like straight shooters. This is why I had a polygynous family, and why I had buku other women that wanted to get with me. Because everybody knew how I lived. The choice was theirs from jump, whether they wanted to mess with me or not. And they love that. They love a man that just be a man. They love a man that's gonna walk his walk. It's not confidence. I'm just not the kind of dude that's gonna be, you know, her bitch. I'm not doing it. I'm not the kind of dude that's gonna fold for somebody else or bend for somebody else or follow somebody else's lead. It's not me. So I'm walking, I'm just being me. And my cards are on the table, and when the women see this, they like, oh, this is how this dude roll. And they like it. They like it. So when one of the brothers said, well, Kush, your experiences are unique. I'm like, they don't have to be. My experiences are unique because I just don't care. I don't care. Y'all care too much, and that's why y'all don't have women. Y'all some nice looking brothers and got no women. Man, it's crazy. You brothers are in shape, fit, bodies tight, faces nice, you know, and y'all ain't got no women. Y'all doing something wrong. And all of them want to be married, so I don't hear no joke about maybe they don't want no woman. No, all of them said they want to be married. So You are doing something wrong. Change ASAP. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, out here, Brother Kush, aka the Black Elf. Salam.